Hi there and welcome to Yum Paleo. My name is Jack and today what we're going to be making is a paleo zucchini pie followed with a side of scrambled eggs. Now in the scrambled eggs it's just going to be a quick and simple, it's like a breakfast meal, so there's going to be, got 8 rashers of bacon here, got 6 eggs, we've got about 14 butter mushrooms here, kind of medium sized, and a punnet of cherry tomatoes. And along with that, there's 1 red pepper and 1 onion. So for the other side of things, with the zucchini pie, what I did was, I had 6 small zucchinis, and I just grated them up, just like a cheese grater or so, and then I just drained them out, so squeezed them out, so they're kind of dry, let them set for a bit. And so all the moisture is out of those. And I'm going to be mixing in 3 eggs with that. And I've also got 1/3 of a cup of almond flour, so I'll be putting that all into the bowl, mixing it through, and then all of that mix will go into this dish here. So I'm just going to line this dish with some olive oil, just so it doesn't stick while it's in the oven. Now I have got the oven at, it's about 175 degrees Celsius, which is about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So I've just got that pre-baking there. And so once we got all this mix ready, it'll just go straight in. That'll take about 30 minutes, and when we get to about the 20-minute mark, we'll get ready and start doing the scrambled eggs. So while that's in the oven, I'm just going to get all this stuff chopped up how you like it, and then it can just be prepared and put into the pan. So it's a really easy meal to do, great for breakfast like I said, and we'll just get started on making the zucchini pie. So I've got all my zucchini in there. Crack 3 eggs into it. And then goes the almond flour. So I'm just going to mix around this. First of all, actually, I'm just going to use a fork just to mix that egg in slightly. And then you can use your hands if you wish. So the egg is going to bind all this together, and we're just going to make sure we squish it all down in the oven dish, nice and tight, just so that when it comes out, it should come out in nice slices and not all crumble apart. So just mix that through. Just going to add some. Like I said, I'm going to be quite generous with the pepper because I quite like pepper, so add to it as much as you want, really. And I'm going to put just a slight bit of sea salt and just continue mixing that through. And once you're happy with your mixture, we can start putting it into the oven dish. Okay, so I'm really happy with that mixture there. So I'm just going to get this oven tray ready. So what I'm going to do is just pour a tiny bit of olive oil in there and spread that around using this brush. So you can see, just get it around all the surfaces. You don't need too much. Use any kind of oil that you've got on handy. Just make sure it's paleo, of course. And once you've got that done, like so, start to add in the mixture. Now, the good thing about this is you can improvise, so if you make this one and you really like it, you can start to add different things into it. Okay, so now just going to start flattening it out. Great, and what I'm going to do as well is just, got a spatula here, I'm just going to start squishing it down just to make it nice and flat, and just kind of condense it down so it's nice and compact down there. Okay, that looks really nice. So as you can see, it's holding its own, it's really compacted down. So I'm just going to check this into the oven for about, you can check on it halfway point, see how it's doing. As soon as it starts to brown up, it shouldn't be too long off, so I'm going to give it 25 to 30 minutes. So I'll see you in about 20 minutes when we can get the scramble ingredients done. So all I'm going to do is chop them up to small kind of bite-sized pieces, and we can get ready to fry that. So I'll see you in about 20 minutes. Hi there and welcome back. So the pie has been in there for about 20 minutes now, and it's starting to brown on the top, which is really nice. So what we're going to do now is start on the scrambled eggs. So I've just got this pan here, and I'm just going to add a wee bit of oil into that. So once that's heated up, I'm just going to chuck in the onions. And I'm also using a pan behind me just because I'm going to do the bacon separately and then add it in, just because we've got quite a few ingredients. And I think that this pan might be overloaded, so just want to make sure everything cooks nicely. Okay, so this is heating up nicely, so I'm just going to chuck in the onions. Make sure you get all those in. And we just want to lightly brown off these. Okay, so while those are in there, I'm just going to add in my bacon to the pan behind me, but before I do that, just chuck in another splash of oil. There we go. So I'll just be whizzing in between the two of them, just to make sure when the bacon's finished I can put it into that pan there. Actually, what I'm going to do now is add in the peppers for a bit, just to let them cook through. So just give those a wee little cook through. Okay, so I'm happy with those, and it's time to chuck in the mushrooms. So just put them all in. Now I'm going to add some more oil to this, just because the onion and the peppers kind of soak through some of that. And mushrooms probably need a little bit more because they're kind of spongy, so they absorb quite a lot of the oil. So like we did before, just mix them through, maybe turn up the temperature if you need to. Great, they're going great. So yeah, just keep going with this until you're happy with the mushrooms cooked and the bacon. Then add them in, and then we'll get ready to put in the egg. Okay, so the mushrooms and bacon have cooked through, so before that I'm just going to add in those tomatoes. Stir those through. And I'm just going to grab the bacon as well to put in. Go on, just mix that through for a second. Now we can add in the egg. So just pour that in. And just give it another mix through. Okay, so I'm just going to stir this around for another few minutes, and at that point the pie should be ready to take out, so I'll see you in a few minutes. Hi there and welcome back. So what I just did is I'd taken out the pie from the oven before and I just cut into it, and I've just plated up one, but I'll just quickly show you. It came out really nice. So it's nice and golden brown on the top like that. And yeah, you might find it sticks to the bottom a bit, but don't worry too much about that. And I just served up a portion of the scrambled eggs as well. So there we have it. I really hope you enjoy that, and I'll see you here for another great recipe. See you soon.